Yeah, one of those rare sequels which I actually prefer to the original. Why, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a random review. I'm Random Ross, and today I'm reviewing Toy Story 2. Yeah, build up to Toy Story 5. So, this is written by John Lester and Pete Docter and Andrew Stanton, and directed by John Lester, starring, of course, Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, and the others from the previous film. But we also have some newcomers, including Joan Cusack and Kelsey Grammer. And we get like an introduction of new characters along the way as well. And we also have Wayne Knights in it as well. Um, so yeah, the second film, Toy Story 2. So this one goes as followed. When Woody is stolen by a toy collector, Buzz and his friends set out on a rescue mission to save Woody before he becomes a museum toy property with his Roundup gang, Jesse, Prospector, and Bullseye. So that's like the essential plot there. What did I like about this one? Well, first of all, the second ever time in my life, or at least the second time as far as back as I can remember, I went to the cinema, because before that it was like 1998's Godzilla. The second ever time I remember going was a year later in 1999 when Toy Story 2 came out. And I remember just enjoying the hell out of it. You know, it's just, the time length is a bit longer. It's an hour and a half. The computer visuals are more improved because, it's 4 years since the previous one, and in between them they made A Bug's Life. And we get a great voice cast, we get great animation, we get great storytelling, we get great comedy, we just get great everything in this one. And all these years later, like the first one, I've never grown tired of watching it. I can watch Toy Story 1 and 2 again and again, and I still don't get bored with it. We get Barbie in there as well, because they were doing a deal with Mattel. We just get, more Buzz Lightyear related stuff as well as Woody's Roundup stuff. And we actually get one of our main antagonist, who isn't just Al, the toy collector who steals Woody at a yard sale, but also the prospector who actually breaks the rule of being in the box and gets out, and doesn't want Woody to return home to Andy. And of course, he convinces Woody and it convinces Jesse and Bullseye to come along. And yeah, we get some adventure in there. We get some crazy toy dilemmas in this, and we get a lovely musical number in there from Jesse's backstory, which is heartbreaking. And we end the song on a feel-good note where Wheezy, Squeaky Penguin, now fixed, has a big song of "You Got a Friend in Me," which is, I think, a great way to end the film. Then we get a whole, end credits, 2 outtakes that are hilarious. One of them in recent times has been edited out due to its, I don't know, where the prospector Stinky Pete is in, the box with 2 Barbie dolls. But yeah, I just think, it's funny from seeing like outtakes made specifically. I don't know if they really did outtakes whilst recording the voices, but seeing outtakes of them in this, we even get a little cameo from Flick and the caterpillar from Bug's Life. And I feel like this trope followed on from A Bug's Life, because A Bug's Life ends with outtakes as the credits roll, and we see it in this. But yeah, I remember there was one time where this is all I would watch. I would never get tired of watching Toy Story 2. This is just one of my favourite all-time animated films with the first film. I love them equally, and it's just a good fun sequel, which I think is slightly better than the first one, given that they've improved a bit since then, since 1995. We got more details. We got more of like a big outside world adventure in this one as well, because we in the first one it was confined to like Andy's room, and then we got a bit where they're in a car, where they're at Pizza Planet, and then they're in Sid's house and that. But still, I love it. I remember seeing this in cinemas. I waited ages for it to come out on video, and it finally did by Christmas time of 1999, was it? Maybe a year later, I'm not sure. But even generations later, kids are still enjoying this. I know my nephew enjoys the first two, or the first three, but yeah. Door closed on its own there. The window, got the window open. But I can't say anything bad about this one. Nothing negative. I don't have any dislikes. It's so quotable. It's just a brilliant sequel. And this actually was originally envisioned as a direct-to-video sequel, because in the 90s, Disney were at it, getting all their animated hits and releasing straight-to-video sequels like Aladdin, The Return of Jafar, King of Thieves, and like, I don't know, Pocahontas 2 and stuff. Yeah, so I'm glad they didn't actually decide. I'm glad they decided not to go straight to video with this one and release it theatrically with its all-star cast returning, because Disney struck gold with this one, and the fact that they decided to release it as it did was brilliant. Because I don't know if it would have had the same quality as the last film if it had been straight to video. Probably wouldn't have been as long either. And in the 90s with some of these straight to video sequels, you can see the quality is slightly lower because it's not as big budgeted as the previous film, but also it was very profitable for Disney back then to do straight to video sequels. Anyway, I'm banging on about that now. Toy Story 2, it's a fun one. I can't get enough of it. I can't recommend it enough. I can watch the first two back to back and still not get bored. Again, Toy Story 2 gets a 5 out of 5 from me. So there you go. There's my review for Toy Story 2. Have you seen it? I bet you have. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. I've been Random Ross. This has been a random review, and until next time, I bid you all a goodbye.